Nothing will ever be the same again. Welcome to paradise, kid. Don't ask so many damn questions. The buoys and the pipelines are the only reason the service still puts up with us. Drink soda. It'll keep you going longer. Grab an air tank. Be careful with those boxes. Fish is your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Keep the flashlight close. Think before you load the boat. If your tank won't hold enough, play it safe. Bring a couple of fuel cans. And this is Landoff.
Story Landoff APC survival game about sailing through a flooded world, trading between islands and rebuilding a harbor from nothing. The ocean took the old world. What remains are scattered islands, abandoned ports, broken fuel stations, and people trying to survive between them. In a world shattered by catastrophe, life hangs by a thread. Every resident of Landoff is gathering what little strength they have left to survive. One of them is Ike, the game's main character. At the beginning of his journey, he remembers nothing, not his past, not how he ended up among these flooded islands. Story of Ike is saved by Jake, a resident of Copot. Jake gives him his first chance to begin again, an old boat. Piece by piece, Ike restores it and sets out across the flooded world to recover his memory and discover what happened to the world. But the journey begins with loss. The dock and fuel station, meant to become a lifeline for traders and travelers, have been raided and destroyed. You will rebuild the harbor, find fuel and vital resources, reopen trade routes, and turn the ruined dock into a working port hub once more. Along the way, you will meet other survivors, uncover their stories, and slowly get closer to the truth about Ike's past. Developer. The game is already in development. I am building Landoff as a solo developer, Halfbread Games, in Gdynia, Poland since 2025. The project already has playable foundations: boat travel and upgrades, fishing and cargo transport, trading and resource gathering, harbor building and fuel systems, island exploration, weather, storms, and underwater exploration, story quests and dialogue systems. This campaign is not raising money for an idea on paper. It funds one clear next step, giving the first chapter of Landoff real people, voices, and personality. What this campaign funds. The goal is 5,600 Polish zlotys. The core systems are already built. Custom quest and dialogue editors, localized dialogue in English, Russian, Ukrainian, and Polish, plus voice lines and subtitles. What I need now is help bringing the first characters to life. The campaign will fund 3 custom 3D character models for the first story chapter, professional skeleton rigs and expressive animations, integration into the playable game with voiced, subtitled dialogue scenes. These are the people who make the harbor feel alive, the boatman who saves Ike, the trader with a deal, and the harbor worker trying to rebuild after the raid. Goal. The goal is simple. When you meet them, they should feel like real survivors with presence and personality, not stiff placeholder models. Without them, Landoff has systems. With them, it begins to have a world about survival, lost memories, and building a harbor of your own in a flooded world. Explore islands, flooded districts, lighthouses, markets, and dangerous sea routes. Restore and upgrade your boat, engine, hull, fuel tanks, cargo capacity, and equipment for long journeys. Turn an abandoned dock into a living harbor hub. Welcome traders, store cargo, sell fuel, and keep supplies moving. Haul goods, fish, trade, take on deliveries, and choose where to invest your hard-earned resources. Dive for valuable finds, manage your oxygen, and uncover what remains beneath the water. Sail through storms, fog, and darkness. The sea is not a backdrop, but a constant threat. Meet survivors through voice dialogue, meaningful choices, and consequences. Uncover a world where a catastrophe erased not only cities, but people's memories. What is unique is the contrast between the calm, almost cozy routine of running your own harbor and the tense exploration of an unpredictable sea. You are not simply building a base in the wilderness, you are bringing a looted waterfront fuel station back to life, turning it into a place where people, cargo, rumors, and new storylines begin to arrive. Every interaction feels physical and hands-on. If you buy cargo, you pick it up and carry it to your boat yourself. At the destination, you unload it, carry it to the buyer, and make the sale. Supplies, fuel, catches, and quest items all move through your hands, making every delivery feel like a real part of building your harbor. Why I am making Landoff, I want to make a survival game where progress is not only about collecting better loot. Your boat is your home, your transport, your risk, and your chance to reach somewhere new. A full fuel tank can mean getting through a storm. One trade can help rebuild a dock. One conversation can reveal why this world was flooded in the first place. Landoff is about surviving long enough to stop being alone and building something worth returning to. Kickstarter rewards every backer helps make the first chapter more alive. 10 zlotys, credits supporter. Your name in the supporter credits. 50 Polish zlotys, game key plus credits. A Steam key for Landoff at release plus supporter credits. 100 Polish zlotys, community thank you. Steam key, supporter credits, and a public thank you in the Landoff community and campaign update. 500 Polish zlotys, founder of Landoff. Everything above, plus the exclusive founder's boat skin, a weathered midnight blue boat with an orange hull stripe, brass compass emblem, and founder serial marking. It will only be available to Kickstarter backers at this tier. Follow the journey game objects for my game by 3D artist Steam. Backing the campaign helps fund this next defined part of the game. Adding Landoff to your Steam wishlist and sharing the campaign helps just as much. If you are not able to donate or simply do not want to, thank you for making it this far. The Steam page for Landoff is already live. Adding the game to your wishlist is a free and incredibly meaningful way to support its development. The planned release window is December 2026, and if you can, sharing this campaign with someone who may enjoy the game helps just as much. Author. Thank you for helping bring the first voices to a world I've carried inside me for years. Risks and challenges. Landoff is an in-development solo project. The main risks are that creating character models, recording voices, and integrating them into gameplay can take longer than expected. I'm keeping this campaign focused on a small, defined scope, 4 key characters and their first voice scenes, rather than promising a complete game from this funding round. Digital rewards avoid shipping and manufacturing delays. I will share progress updates with backers as characters, voice recordings, and in-game scenes are completed. Embark on a journey across a flooded world. After a catastrophe that shattered civilization, scattered islands became humanity's last refuge. Start your adventure with a small motorboat, explore a vast open world, meet unique survivors, and transform a humble dock into your very own fuel hub. Every voyage leads to new islands, new characters, hidden secrets, and new opportunities to grow your business. Explore a vast open-world sail freely between dozens of islands. Discover abandoned settlements, fishing villages, industrial facilities, lonely lighthouses, and hidden coves waiting to be explored. Freely sail between islands, explore the underwater world, discover hidden treasures and secret locations, experience dynamic weather and a full day-night cycle, build your own fuel hub. Start with a simple dock and grow it into the heart of regional trade. Buy and sell fuel. Expand your infrastructure. Complete delivery contracts, earn money and unlock new opportunities. Trade and transport cargo, every shipment has value. Load cargo by hand, transport goods between islands, discover profitable trade routes, and build your own trading network. Transport a variety of cargo fish and sell your catch. Complete contracts and deliveries, shape your own economy through the choices you make.
Я пою тебе.